This holiday season, Starbucks cards are the perfect way to show your appreciation, celebrate the season, or share a little joy with those around you. Have just a few people you want to treat with a Starbucks card? You can send an e-gift right in the Starbucks app or online at starbucks.com/gift. Or for larger group or team gifting this season, you can send physical or digital cards in bulk directly from Starbucks at starbuckscardb2b.com. Share the joy of coffee, connection, and holiday cheer this season, all in one simple gift.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Carvana makes car selling fast and easy from start to finish. Enter your license plate or VIN and get a real offer in seconds, down to the penny. If you accept, Carvana will come pick up your car from your driveway. Or you can drop it off at one of our car vending machines. Either way, you get paid instantly. It's fast, transparent, and 100% online. Car selling that saves your time. That's Carvana.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
How does PwC take your company to the leading edge? They bring the sharpest minds in tech to your team, so you can bring the ideas that will transform your business. They're passionate about your industry, so you can walk into any room with every advantage. And they're with you every step of the way, so you can know you're headed in the right direction. PwC builds for what's next, so you can get there now. Get started at pwc.com/us/leading edge.
This episode is brought to you by Petivity. In every pet story, there's a moment where seemingly minor changes could be the first signs of larger issues. Petivity is here to help you better understand what's going on with your pets with smart devices and at-home health tests that proactively monitor their health. Give your pet the story they deserve with Petivity. Visit Petivity.com all December long for a site-wide sale on all smart devices and at-home health tests.
This is Charlie. Half of his breakfast always ends up on the floor. And he leaves fur everywhere. That's why I grabbed the Bissell Power Clean Fur Finder. It's cordless, powerful, and actually finds fur you don't even see. Learn more at Bissell.com.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man. Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. Like, normally that's a hyped up intro, but this week I'm upset. You know why. Everybody knows why. I don't know what happened in this game against the Steelers. No reason to give you a blow-by-blow gimmick recap. We're going to get into why we're upset, how that game went down, what the heck's going on with our football team. I mean, we will give you Kool-Aid and cornbread throughout. We will try to hype you up, but we'll also talk about why we're upset, why this game was so frustrating at home against Pittsburgh. But we're here on the flagship show. I'm your host, Derek O'Cream. Got the one and only, you know who he is, hashtag Choppy Hockey, but he comes on here, he talks ball, he thinks he knows ball, he has been repping the Lions, will always rep the Lions now that he's drinking that Detroit Kool-Aid. You guys know who he is. At Chops in the D. Chopper. Brother. You're here. Let's do this.
Brother. Yeah. Oakley, what's going on, man? Hey, it seems like, we go these huge long stretches at a time where we don't get together on the shows. We're doing the shows solo. You're holding down the flagships. I'm knocking out some packets, but I love to get on the show and get to be here together and hype up the people. And today, man, I think we're gonna have to be hyping each other up here because we are both just. I know we texted a lot over the last couple of days. It's like I don't want to be down in the dumps. I'm trying to not be that guy, but Man, this what a lost opportunity for the Lions here, and rough loss on the Steelers week here. But I mean, I'm sure we're not going to get into all the details because it's just gonna be too painful to go blow by blow, gimmick by gimmick. But yeah, rough loss, man. But we're here. We're holding down the fort. We got the cornbread. We got the Kool-Aid. We're going to serve it to the people. The people are going to get back at it. But hey, 2 more games to go this season, and let's see what we can do.
Chops, it's the Christmas season, and this should be joyful. This should be fun. We should be all excited. You know why we're not? Because the Detroit Lions had a home.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
Finish your fantasy lineup?
No, but I'm joining this paid group chat with insider info.
Dude, seriously? Forward it to me. Security alert from McAfee. That group's as legit as that knockoff jersey you're wearing.
McAfee's scam detector is available in all McAfee plans for as little as $39.99 for your first year. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.
Thursday Night Football is on Christmas night, and it's only on Prime Video.
Wide open, touchdown.
This week, the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs meet in a Christmas night showdown.
Has the league ever seen anything like this?
Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern with football's best party, TNF Tonight, presented by Verizon. Not a Prime member? Not a problem. Simply sign up for a 30-day free trial. It's the Broncos and Chiefs Christmas night at 7:30 Eastern, only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
In Walmart's Nouville, time was ticking away. Only a few nights left till the big holiday. But last-minute gifters had no need to worry. Walmart Express Delivery got their gifts in a hurry. From Nintendo to Nespresso and Lego flowers, they could check off their lists in as fast as an hour. All of Nouville, East, West, South, and North, could order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. So this holiday, just do as the Who's do. With gift delivery this fast, they all gasped. From Walmart? Who knew? Subject to availability, terms and fees apply.
Home game against the most smug quarterback human being on the planet. You guys know who he is. He used to play for the Cheddarheads, the Mozzarella Sticks. Then he went over and thought he was going to save the New York Jets. And he remembered he's the New York Jets. Now he's trying to glad hand off Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is actually a reputable franchise. You know who he is, right?
You pompous, stuck-up, snot-nosed, giant twerp, scumbag.
We let that guy come in our house and do his little throw off the back foot, sidearm, dink and dunk. And we lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers football team. Like, Chops, I'm just looking at this game in general before we even get into a couple of the crucial plays, like especially the ones at the end. Like, what happened? We could not run the football. We decided to wake up late in the game. We're bumbling around. Vanilla Smooth made a great catch and then made a few that weren't so great. But we just let the Pittsburgh Steelers rip off 3 45-yard touchdowns on us to beat us somehow 29-24. Kenny Gainwell caught a one-handed pass on his backside, laying sideways with 3 seconds left in the half to make this a football game. And then we don't come out the locker room sleepy. Like, Chops, what happened here? This was supposed to be if not a easy dub, like a win. You were just supposed to win this game. And not only did you not do that, you looked bad doing it. You had no fight till the very end. You gave up big plays. You couldn't cover a coffee table on defense. Like, I was so upset throughout this until I thought they were going to sneak it out in the end, which they did. Did. And then it was all for naught. Like, what the hell? What is going on? Like, talk to me about this game. What did you see on broad strokes? Then we'll talk about a couple of these plays that I kind of brushed over here.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me, well, two big things for me. The first is that you only attempted to run the ball with your running backs 11 times. 11 times.
Because we couldn't run.
Yards.
We couldn't get any yards.
I hear you, Oakrey. I hear you, but you can with this monster running back duo. I don't care if it's slow going. I don't care if you got to get a little creative, dive into your bag of tricks. You can't run the ball 11 times. You can't. You just can't. Like, and maybe it comes back to the O-line. I mean, I don't know what it comes back to, but like, man, just like to me, the biggest thing is that we couldn't establish the run, and then, dude, we couldn't stop the run. Like, we could not stop the run. When I'm looking at a box score and I see that Jaylen Warren, 14 carries for 143 yards, and then you got Kenny Gainwell going 9 carries for 50, and I think he was their leading receiver as well. Like, these two running backs just ripped us apart. Like, the middle of the field was open, the front was open, the back was, everything was open, man. They ran through us like Swiss freaking cheese. And man, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Like you said it, 2 45-yard TD runs ripped off by Jaylen Warren. Like, Aaron Rodgers didn't even really have to do anything. And then they got, then of course they get the little trickery going, like running the ball with Jonnu Smith, who's like, I don't know, like 6'10", 300 pounds, and they're running the ball with him. But hey, if you can't stop it, why not, right? Like, it's just pathetic, man.
Chops.
Like this defense is supposed to be touted.
Rant. Hold on. I know I went on like a 10-minute summary and I only gave you like 2 minutes, but we need to talk about Demo, because Demo had a 17-yard carry on the 4th play of the game. Did you know that, Chops?
I did know that.
Do you know what he he ended with 14 yards? Do you know how many yards the multi-dimensional, positionless, I'm damn sure not going to make a wait for it today, elite weapon had? You want to know?
Let me see. Uno, dos, 2.
How is it?
2 whole yards.
But I want to focus on Demo. Like, what is going on? He's not playing. He's not been very good when he does play. Did I mention he's not playing really ever? He's upset. He's tweeting. He's liking tweets of people saying he needs to get traded. We paid this man. Do you know he makes about $10 million? So I don't know that he really cares if he plays or doesn't play, as long as the CTC, they cut the check. He goes to the pay window. I mean, we don't even need Benny, but, always fun to get him in here when we can.
Going to the pay one.
I mean, he's probably fine, but, like, is the guy washed? Are we not using him? Like, it feels like there was multiple times in this game where you could have got him back in for a change-up, could have pounded the rock, and instead you let your boy Jared Goff throw wobbly spirals all over the field, and he put up a bunch of stats. It's like, he has one of the worst-looking balls out of his hand I've ever seen in my life, and, like, what happened to grit? What happened to ground and pound? What happened to Demo and Jimmy Gill? What happened to Sonic and Knuckles? Like, what is happening there? That's a main topic we got to get into, because it feels like Demo's out the door, checked out, or that Dan Campbell gave up on him. And we know Gibbs is that dude, but this game he was nothing.
I don't understand, and I don't know how a guy's supposed to get going when you only allow him to rush 4 times. I mean, again, he had a 17-yard carry on his, I think, second carry, and you give him 2 more, and it was like, just predictable running downs too. So I don't understand it. I get it. Like, I hate to blame the offense. I really do, because we are still putting up points and we have stats, but like, what is happening right now? Ever since, what is it, like 3 games in a row now? We've lost the line of scrimmage on running the ball. And it's just, I mean, Jared Goff should not have to throw the ball 54 times. 54 pass attempts is insane to me. Absolutely insane when you have those 2 guys.
How many spirals, by the way? I'm just curious. How many spirals?
Listen, I don't give a flying you know what? How many spirals he throws if he's throwing touchdowns and he's putting up 365 yards? Who cares?
There was lots of balls at people's feet or in the ground or wrong spots. And here's the problem, Chops.
Dude, the ball. All right. You know, I'm going to cut you off here because you got anybody who wants to blame Jared Goff for any of these losses can go, pound sand. Because I'm sorry, did Jared Goff have to, I don't know, like stop Jaylen Warren from running crazy? Is Jared Goff supposed to go out there and, I don't know, maybe tackle somebody, maybe cover somebody? The offense and Jared Goff are not the problem. And anybody who is blaming Goff, who's top 5 in every single freaking offensive category for quarterbacks, by the way, can just shove off. Jared Goff is not our problem. I don't know. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about, he doesn't throw spirals. I don't care. The dude's a winner. And if the defense could actually stop somebody, then he wouldn't have to keep doing everything that he's doing.
Okay, well,
it's not on Jared Goff.
This. A safety when the game was tied because he can't move and he stood there in the end zone. Hello? I thought you're smart. I thought you're a strategical quarterback. How about you don't get safetied and don't tell me about, he didn't have time. He stood back there and had a sandwich and got safetied so they get 2 and the ball. And oh, by the way, they went and scored on us again to then go up 5. So yes, that's on Jared Goff. Yes, he has wobbly spirals. Yes, he missed a lot of passes. He also threw for 364 and a bunch of touchdowns. Congratulations. Like, I didn't say it was all his fault. I asked you about the wobbly, and here's what I was trying to get to. Going back to Demo and our run game, that we don't have a run game. We used to use Beetlejuice's drop against other people.
They can't handle me. They ain't tough enough yet.
We used to say we were that to other people. Now I think we're not tough enough. We can't handle it.
They can't handle me. They ain't tough enough yet.
Teams are putting us down to our knees, buddy.
I'll put him down to his knees, buddy.
Chops, you understand?
Yeah, I understand. I got it in my head, dude.
I hear you. I mean, 230 rushing yards against, 15 yards for. That says it all. Like you were outrushed by over 200 yards, and we have and again, find a better running back duo in the NFL right now. Tell me, like, is there one? Because I can't think of any. I mean, yes, you've got some guys that are ripping off and having some good seasons individually, but between those two dudes, no one should be outrushing us any game ever. And we certainly shouldn't be giving them 11 chances to run the freaking ball. It's just crazy. I feel like
that was a take from 2 years ago. There's plenty of tandems that are better because Demo has done nothing all year. Yes, he hasn't been given the opportunities, and Jahmyr Gibbs has been elite a lot of times, but he didn't make up for what they used to have. They're not a top 8 duo right now for me, the way these guys are playing or the way they're being used. Let's put it that way. So
that's the way they're being used. Maybe guys combined they have 21 touchdowns and over 1,700 yards. Like,
how are they the top duo when Demo probably has a couple hundred yards and a handful of scores, if that? I mean, that's nothing.
How many touchdowns do you think David Montgomery has here? How many?
Like 4?
8, bro. He's got 8, and he's got 650 yards. 650 yards. And 8 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs has 13. And I mean, again, we're just talking rushing now, not receiving. Like, it's not as bad as you think. It just feels that way because the last 2 games they haven't been able to run the ball at all, and they basically just stopped giving it to Demo for 3 games now. But you got to remember in the early season, I mean, he's got a long rush of 72 yards. Do you remember that? And I think it was week 4. Like, those days are seemingly long gone now that Dan freaking Campbell's calling the plays.
Yeah, I don't, like, all that sounds crazy to me that he has those kind of numbers, but also my eye test tells me otherwise. He's barely out there. He's not getting meaningful scores. You know, it used to be Demo, another faux show, let's go. Now it's just like, you don't even know where he's at or if he's on the team. So I think it's a bad sign that just like Dan Campbell loves Jahmyr Gibbs so much that he's just moved on, which is fine. But the reason we were so good is not only had the O-line, but that combo. And the combo has been lost for the most part. And if Gibbs is on, he's incredible. And when he hasn't been, he's just been ho-hum, and then we lose games. I mean, a lot of his yards are all in a couple games. So, Chops, we could yell at each other forever, and we probably will. But we're like 15 minutes in here to the pod, and like, I don't even know. Like, the three crucial plays to me are the safety that I brought up. But before that, with 3 seconds left in the half, you had Alex Anzalone one-on-one with my boy Kenneth Gainwell, threw the ball to him. They both fell to the ground. He stuck his arm out. The ball hit his arm somehow, then came into his midsection. He somehow made a catch, and then neither of our two defenders thought maybe they should be in the area or touch him in any way, and he scores a touchdown with 1 to 2 seconds on the clock to tie the football game. Do you think it's a different game if it's 10-3, if he doesn't make that play? Like that, the safety, the fact that we touched the ball, I don't know, 3 times in the third quarter. And then we need to fast forward to the fourth quarter, Chops, because it was 22-10 with 12 minutes left. And this is when the Lions woke up and they hit your boy Khalif Raymond for a 27-yard tug. And then we got ran on again for another 45-yard touchdown. So it's 29-17. But the Lions start slinging it around the yard, and they decide to, throw the ball to the elite weapon touchdown for him, breaking Barry's record, I think. 29-24. Chops, do you want to take it from there and walk the people through, or at least get to the very end so we can start yelling again?
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of an offensive guard on the football field, but getting an elementary school crossing guard. Sure, they're both guards, but you can only trust one to keep your quarterback safe when the game is on the line. So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here's my 30-second story with Guinness. As soon as my sister and I get home for the holidays, we don't even unpack. We head straight to our pub. The bartender already knows our order, Guinness and fries. We laugh all night, catch up with old friends, and walk home with faces sore from smiling. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. That was my 30-second story with Guinness.
Guinness Draft Stout. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, a holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
This is Jason Momoa, and I'll be your finance professor today. Welcome to Banking Smarter 101 with Chime. Bam! First lesson, sign up for Chime and set up direct deposit. You'll be joining millions of members banking fee-free. Second lesson, get cash back on eligible purchases while building credit and a higher APY on your savings. That's how you bank smarter this season. Fa-la-la-la-la, class dismissed. Join Chime today.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and a secure Chime Visa credit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. Details at chime.com/fees-info. With a qualifying direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back on eligible secure Chime Visa credit card purchases. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. APY means annual percentage yield. Learn about credit building and more at chime.com.
The McDonald's snack wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch snack wrap. Spicy snack wrap. You broke the internet. For a snack. Snack wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, you've got a chance, right? You need a stop from your defense. The Pittsburgh Steelers go 7 plays for 48 yards. And, you're given a miracle. You're given, like, they put the paddles on you and they zap you because they missed the field goal. Boswell, like, dude's almost been perfect this year. Just, shanks the ball. And you get the ball back with, I think 2 minutes and 5 seconds. It was maybe 2:10 because it was before the 2-minute warning. And you got to go, 65 yards? you get the ball back, and what do? We go and we just start ripping off, and then we get. I think we got like 30 yards and penalties called.
All legit calls, by the way. All legit calls for the Lions. None of those were made up like some other ones. The JMO was fine. I don't even know what the other one was, but it was legit penalties. There was no.
Well, that was when Highsmith stuck his foot out and tripped Jared Goff. So got a personal foul there.
I yelled right when he did it. That's trip 15 yards. So this is what. Well, go ahead, get to the end, and we'll talk a little bit.
Yeah. So after those two big penalties, we slink 124 yards down to Amon-Ra. I think to get us down to like the 12-yard line. Then we get down to the 11, or we get down to the 1-yard line with another 11-yard pass to Tesla. And then the Bula starts. It's first and goal from the 1. We get a 10-yard penalty on a nullified offensive pass interference on Tesla, which nobody in the league can explain to me how this is offensive pass interference. You want to dive into that one, Oak? Let's get into it.
I definitely want to get into that. I want to ask you real quick, and maybe we'll circle back to it. When we're on the 1 with 20-some seconds left and a timeout, what are you thinking there? Are you thinking run the ball to Gibbs, get Demo in? Are you just slinging it at that point? What was your thoughts, or what do you think now?
My thoughts at the time were you've got 25 seconds and you have 4 downs, and we haven't been able to run at all. So I would have at least. The funny thing is, I felt like they went into, they didn't even go into a formation that made the Steelers even think that there was going to be a run. That's the only problem that I had. I didn't have a problem with them saying, okay, we got to go 1 yard. We got 4 shots. We got a timeout. Let's just sling it all 4 times. Fine. But you can't just basically say to Pittsburgh, hey, you don't need to block the box because we're not going to throw the ball. We've got no running back lined up. We've got Jahmyr Gibbs out, hanging out like he's going to catch a pass. But I don't have a problem with not running the ball there because we hadn't run the ball at all. 11 attempts. But you can't just be like, oh, forget it. Like, don't make, and Jared Goff isn't going to sneak the ball in, right? So he's no threat to run. So the Steelers could just blanket cover us. And even then we were able to get open and make plays that then got nullified by Bula calls.
It's so crazy. So I want to quote the man who I've made fun of previously on this show because a former co-host of mine said, oh, this guy's the greatest coach ever. He wears a Kangol hat and he talks jive turkey and sounds cool and acts cool. Bruce Arians was on Pat McAfee and said, the Detroit Lions got screwed by the refs, and here's why. There's a rule in the rule book that if the defender has his hands on you in any way and you run into or whatever, there's not even the ability to call offensive pass interference in that scenario. So everybody's been talking all this stuff about, Tesla got pushed into the guy, or I had all these knuckleheads tweeting me out, well, that was definitely OPI. You don't know what you're talking about. I was like, the guy can run a route, he has an opportunity, and we're on the 1, so if he got contacted on the goal line, that's within a yard of the line of scrimmage. So there's all this stuff going on with it.
Yep.
But the main fact Bruce Arians made was you go back and watch the tape, the defender put both hands on the back of Tesla and moved him into the other defender, and both defenders didn't even know what they were doing anyway. You could have underhand rolled the ball to Amon-Ra. Like, it was an easy walk-in touchdown. This was not like, oh, that created the separation or that was the play. So that's the one I have a problem with. I admit the next one was a push-off, but that happens on every play, especially to a physical corner/safety like Jalen Ramsey, who pushes and holds and does all that bula all day long. So the fact that he flopped backwards is junk. And then we start even getting into all the other nuances of the play. Like, then it got into just, okay, now these refs are just trying to screw our fan base and come up with things and make a dumb ruling. Who on the mic says it's a touchdown? However, like, it got comically annoying at that point. So we basically won the game twice, neither of which counted. And then because the NFL rulebook is so awesome, it says, oh, an offensive penalty just ends the game and there's no replay also. See you later. Are you kidding me with that, Choppy? Talk about the second one if you want to.
Yeah, the last thing I want to say about the first one, I mean, you're 100% right. The defender has his hands on Tesla. It's not a pick. Like, it's not a set pick play where Tesla's going to, and by the way, both of the guys are covering Tesla. No one is covering Amon-Ra.
Not even
so it's
trying
not
to get
like,
over there. Yeah.
it's not like this crazy pick just like made him wide open. Like, both defenders were coming at Tesla, vanilla smooth. Right. So the fact that the guy then puts his hands on him, he hits it, he runs into the defender, and it's totally not offensive pass interference, none whatsoever. And then the thing that really pisses me off about the last call is no signal, no whistle, and they stood around in a circle jerk for like what, 2 minutes? Right. No, like, Jared Goff kept coming in. What's going on? They keep pushing him out. You got this guy going over here. Well, puts his hand over, his mouth over his hand so you can't see what he's saying. This guy's going over here. He's signaling here. This ref's, putting his hands down the other ref's pants. This guy's doing this. They're getting the call from New York. Whatever is going on. It's like 2 minutes of literally no one knows what's happening except all you can see is the refs pushing the players out of the way so they can't interfere. Again, no signal on touchdown. No signal. I mean, was there even a flag thrown? Like, the whole thing was just crazy. And I don't understand how we can sit here and we can say, well, per the rules, it's not reviewable what the clock was, but you can speculate for 2 minutes before you decide what really happened. And then it's like, well, this guy said it was this way, and this guy said it was this thing, and this girl said it was this thing, and this. So we got to figure all this out. Like, if this is really what you're going to do, NFL, why even have refs at all? Just have everything refed from the eye in the sky and go, yep, contact, but not enough for interference. Good touchdown. Go. Like, why do we even have people down there if they're going to huddle up in this nonsense for so long? Like, you're sitting on the edge of your seat, and then, like, you're right. Then they get on the mic, and it's like, well, the announcement's just a joke. So you got to give it to Amon-Ra and Jared Goff to have the know-how of like, hey, he's getting pushed back. He didn't clear the plane. Throw it to lateral it back to Jared Goff, who then goes bumbling, stumbling, rumbling, and flopping into the end zone, which for a touchdown. But just again, I'm so sick and tired of this week after week after week of just Bula from the NFL officiating. It's awful. It is absolutely dictating plays. It's absolutely impacting final scores of games. And now it has 1,000% impacted the Lions playoffs. So it is a huge trickle effect every week. Oh, sorry.
Everybody, here's a couple of things. One, we're like 25 minutes in. We're not taking our normal pause. We will get all our commercials in because we got to pay the bills, but we're just going straight through. Yes, we're going to talk about a Minnesota Vikings preview. Yes, we're going to talk about the Lions playoff chances. Not so much chances. Maybe hype you up. Maybe get you a little bit upset. But, Chops, I think we need to say a prayer for your desk over there. I've heard about 10 desk slams throughout this episode. I'm sure the people can hear it on the pod. So you're fired up over there. I could tell. Let me get in.
I'm a little upset. Okri, because like I said, man,
I feel bad.
I'm so sick of saying and tweeting and texting. It's not the reason that we lost, but the refs suck and they cost us plays.
So let me get into this because I broke this down a bunch of ways too, and I almost had to check myself because I was in the moment and I was fired up. But let's rewind it because I brushed over it. Then you gave your rant/take/breakdown. It was 4th down, so 6 seconds left or something when the play started. When Saint catches the football, it's about 3 ticks on the clock. He's stopped at the 1 and pushed backwards. So at that point, it would be without the push off or the 2 flags that get called. He didn't make it to the end zone, so that's 1. If you call that his forward progress is stopped, then the game is over as well, which they didn't do. So the play was still live, I suppose, even though any other play would be dead. You don't push the guy back like 4 or 5 yards and let him lateral and just let it go. But anyway, so they didn't call. So you got 4th down. He doesn't make the line to gain. There's 2 flags that are thrown pretty much immediately. but they don't call forward progress, so he does have the ability and somehow does think to lateral it to his quarterback, who then scores the touchdown. So here's my beef after thinking about it, putting out some crazy stuff, and just admitting how ridiculous these refs are. If it's a touchdown and there's an offensive penalty, in any other scenario, those wash each other out, because you can't say it's a touchdown, but you're also enforcing the penalty. If you enforce the penalty, it takes the touchdown away. If you're not going to take the penalty, or it's not going to be enforced, then it's a touchdown. It's not both. You can't have, we're calling it offensive pass interference, and therefore you can negate the touchdown, but you have to play another play in any other scenario. You just move us back 15 and say, untimed down. To me, that's the issue with me, is because in every other scenario, that's how it works. Yet here at the end, you not only don't do that, you also aren't and can't look at it to get it all figured out. You just have to get in this knucklehead huddle like you talked about. And, well, I have an offensive pass interference, but we didn't call, forward progress, and he did pitch, he did score, so how are we going to deal with that? Oh, I know. I'll get on the mic and say touchdown and let everybody get all excited, then say, however, there was a penalty, and, oh, by the way, we can't and won't review anything, so the game is over. Peace. Check you later. Like, what a ridiculous... This is like, how many times now do we have to go through where the Lions... We have to learn about these tucked away rules that, like, even the players were kind of like... They thought that some of them knew that an offensive penalty somewhat ends the game. Why? Even if you know that's true, has anybody asked why? Because that never happens in any other point of the game. I mean, that's my contention. So it's not like, hey, the clock mattered because it was fourth down, we got pushed back. It's the fact that you didn't call forward progress. You gave us a TD, but you took it off because of the penalty, and you didn't let us play another down. There's my beef right there. Am I wrong?
No, I mean, look, he clearly says the result of the play is a touchdown.
Right.
So if you're telling me that the result of the play is a touchdown...
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're telling me the result of the play is a touchdown, then if there isn't a previous can't that negates that touchdown, you still have to be able to run another play.
Yes.
Like, you have to.
They can wipe the touchdown off, and any other time it would move back 15. And yes. Let's say there was 3 seconds left, and we had a same scenario. You would move us back 15. There would be 3 on the clock. You would play another down on fourth down. It would be a redo of downs because you're taking our touchdown away.
100%. It would be 4th and goal from the Pittsburgh 24 with like 3 seconds left on the clock is what it should have been.
Right.
So now again, can I tell you that we would have got that? No, but guess what? We should have had the chance to. And that's what's pissing me off week after week. Are you telling me this one call, screwed us the game? Well, I can't really say yes or no, but I can tell you that it negated our chance to win the game. So maybe it didn't cost us the game, but it nullified our opportunity to win the game. And this keeps happening over and over and over.
I'm about to get real upset in my Oakley kind of way, because when you bring that up, how many times, Chops, do we have to listen to these high horse people on the radio that have 2 terrible takes? One is that if you take the field goal in the first quarter, we win the game because we just, everything else goes exactly the same, and that was the thing that did us in. You can do that all day long, every game, all game long, and it makes no sense in any scenario. Second of all, the high horse people that act like, well, we didn't play well, so we didn't deserve it, but we had a chance and we really did win, but we didn't deserve it because we didn't play well. How many games do you see in the National Football League where a team plays terrible? I mean, tell them, Charles.
That's terrible.
They play exactly like that, yet they come away in the last couple minutes and steal a dub. That's what we did in this ball game, in my opinion, twice. Once legitimately for real. The second one was fugazi crazy, but it was still, quote unquote, by the NFL refs, a touchdown. And we lost the game based on that final ruling. It's almost like in a court of law or in things like the last thing that happened is really what ended the game, which was this Bula rule. The fact the game's over, yet all the fans in the stands had to hear the Lions scored a touchdown with no time left by the quarterback fumbling up over the top and getting himself killed to score a touchdown after we had a walk-in from everybody's favorite Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I don't want to hear about you should have done it in the first 3 quarters, and if you would have kicked this field goal and we didn't deserve it. Yeah, we didn't deserve it, but I wanted it. We had it. We should have had it, and we didn't.
The Subaru Share the Love event is on from November 20th to January 2nd. During this event, Subaru donates to charities like the ASPCA, helping support more than 142,000 animals so far. When you purchase or lease a new vehicle during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru and its retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity. Visit Subaru.com/share to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by eBay. Buying parts for your car? You'll know that will it work feeling. But on eBay, buying parts is different. eBay's free returns means if it doesn't fit, or if it isn't what you expected, you just print a label, drop it off, and get your refund fast. No haggling, no stress, and at least 30 days to return any eligible item. Millions of parts, free returns. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty believes your body is brilliant, naturally designed to thrive, inside and out. For those always looking for new ways to support your health from head to heels, Nature's Bounty has a range of over 400 vitamins and supplements born from 50 years of trust and care. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature. Visit naturesbounty.com to learn more.
Good morning, Crust. It's a great day to be a bread brother.
Ugh, mornings are not my jam. Or jelly.
Oh, come on. Stop loafing around.
I just woke up feeling hollow inside.
Psst, just grab one of the new Morning Uncrustables sandwiches, like Bright Eyed Berry or Up and Apple, filled with 12 grams of protein and tons of deliciousness. Crust, what are you eating?
It's just granola, not even yogurt.
No crust, no fuss. Uncrust your mornings.
Say hello to the all-new Alexa Plus and see how Alexa can do so much more for you. Need tickets to see your favorite artist? Craving your comfort restaurant? Just sit back, relax, and talk naturally. Alexa's on it. It learns your style, anticipates what's next, and makes it happen across Echo, Fire TV, and more. Learn more at Amazon.com/new Alexa.
Yeah, all that talk, Oakery, everything, all those. Well, that's
And these
what
are
the
fans.
Coaches and the play.
These
That's
are
what the
Lions
coaches
fans.
and players have to say so they don't get fined, right?
Well,
I know that's what Dan Freak. I
These
know
are
that's what Dan
Lions
Freaky Campbell
fans.
has to say. I know that's what Brad Holmes has to say. Like the players, I get that, but the reality of the situation is that any former player will tell you there are anywhere from 3 to 5 critical plays that decide an NFL game every Sunday. 3 to 5. And if 3 of those are bullcrap penalties that decide a game, well, then those are the major plays that decided the freaking game. And if they didn't happen that way, the game would be decided in a different direction. I can't. Every team, every game, some play, somebody can go, I could have done this better. I should have done this instead. I should have blocked that guy. I shouldn't have thrown that interception. I should have run it up the right to the right and followed my lead blocker. Instead, I cut to the left and lost 5 yards. Every single play has a woulda, coulda, shoulda. So you can't say that. You can't go back and play, well, that didn't really cost us because we could have done these 17 things. Well, yeah, that's great, but we wouldn't have had to do those 17 things if that one thing didn't happen.
And Chops, you can say all you want to about coaches and players. I'm talking about Lions fans tweeting me. Oakery, that was definitely an OPI. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know football. Hey, we didn't deserve that win. What are you talking about? We didn't play good enough. Oh, Dan Campbell should have made these calls and we wouldn't have had to worry about the refs at the end. Like, these are fans that somehow all of a sudden forget they're fans and think they're like NFL stooges. Like I had to call out, what's his name? His name's escaping me now. The stooge that did the index card. What's his name?
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm drawing a blank. He used to throw the cards. Yeah, who is it? I don't know.
Give it to Google. I don't know. Gene Steratore. He puts out this diatribe what the rule is. hey, you corporate stooge, no one cares what you have to say. What are you going to actually say? Well, it's real? You know, I've heard so many people come out and say Lions got screwed, that killed their playoff chances, this is the rule. And you got NFL paid employees and guys in zebra outfits. They're going to try to tell us otherwise. It's crazy to me, and shame on all those fans who after the game or after a loss are going to, instead of rooting their team and saying the real truth, are going to say, you just need to understand we didn't play well enough to win. We sure played well enough at the very end when it counted, and I saw St. Brown skip it to the end zone for a touchdown that would have won this football game, and that would have made all the difference in the world. So
we played well enough to have 2 more points than the other team.
Right.
Twice.
Right.
Twice. Right. Not just once. Twice. 2 times we had more points than the other team that were just absolutely stolen. So I don't want to hear it. I don't care what happened in the first quarter. I don't care if Dan freaking Campbell decided to throw it instead of run it on this play or that play. I don't give a rip. We had more points than the other team twice.
Somehow. Everybody knows we didn't play well. Everybody knows we could have done some other things. But at the very end, we made a play or 2 that had us with more points that got taken off by not only a bad call, but a just ridiculous tucked away NFL rule that nobody knows until it happens to the Lions on prime time TV when they need it most. This isn't a game in September when you call it and we're just upset, but we're like, hey, we got 15 more ball games. We'll suck it up. We got grit. Detroit versus everybody. No, this is a game that basically takes your chops. Let's talk about it, man. We're 35 some minutes in. You're fired up. Your desk is broken. You threw something across the room. I'm getting me all fired up here at our fan base, the non-Kool-Aid drinkers, as well as just these refs again. But this took us from a 50 to 60+% chance of getting in the playoffs to 10. And I got to hear people say, all we really need is Green Bay to lose 2, we win 2, it's all good. I'm not doubting this team as a team, but I'm doubting this season as there's a lot of chips against us. We still got a lot of people out that are very crucial to this football team. And now you need the Lions to win 2 and the Cheddarheads, the mozzarella sticks to drop 2 to sneak in. I'm not loving those chances at all. I'm not going to quit on my team, but it's dampering my excitement about Christmas Day game quite a bit. What about you?
Yeah, Oakery. I mean, you just laid it out for you. You win this game, and I think we're at 75% chance to make the playoffs. I know earlier in the day, the night before, whatever, the Bears pulled out the miracle of miracles and beat the Packers.
Tell them what you told me. Tell them what you told me though, because you were rooting for them, and when I saw
that's exactly what I was rooting for.
I'm like, good. Now they get that. We're gonna get Pittsburgh. Then we're damn sure gonna go get Minnie, and then we got the showdown we want.
Yeah. I mean, it was all lined up exactly how I talked about on the Kool-Aid packet on Friday of beat Pittsburgh, beat Minnesota, and then you get flexed in Sunday night to play the Bears in Chicago for the division. It's exactly lined up the way we wanted it to line up, or the way I wanted it to line up. I didn't want to mess around with wild card. I wanted to be the Kings in the North. And to just have it ripped away like that.
The King in the North!
That's right. Play the other one. Play my,
You pompous, stuck-up,
that one too. I like that one too.
Twerp, scumbag.
They had to play that twice because of the dumbass grin on that guy's face. Right when he got interviewed and started smirking, I just threw my remote, turned the TV off. I was like, get this guy off my screen.
I flipped it. I
no
flipped
matter
it
what
off
happens,
too, and then this is paybacks for knocking us out of the playoffs 3 years ago, or 2022 when they won that last game. This was payback. F you, Smug. Anyway,
here's the
back
one
to the
want.
playoff scenario.
And here's what we really are, whether we win this division or not. Everybody knows it. Don't tell me about Chicago. Don't talk about, Green Bay, they got this great young team. Whether we win it or not, we'll be right back being the Kings of the North.
The King in the North!
Yeah, I agree. So now we're sitting at here. I think Lisa, it's 10%. We got to win, but everybody knows, right? The Packers got to lose both games. We got to win both games. It sucks that we have the early game, right? We only have a 4-day rest with this Thursday Christmas Day game, and the Packers don't play until the Ravens until, is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday. So, you basically, you just got to do what you got to do. You got to win out, and I don't see a problem with it. I don't see, it's doable. But and by the way, the Packers are in trouble. They don't even have a healthy quarterback right now. Like, you don't know what's going on with Jordan Love. You don't know what's going on with Malik. Like, there is a damn good chance that the Packers can finish 0-2 in these next 2 weeks, and the Lions can win the next 2 and get the wild card. So, like, everybody, oh, you're a pretender. Oh, you haven't beaten anybody good. All the, oh, yeah, why? This the fact that you're going to have to backdoor your way into the play. Listen, you win 10 games and you make the playoffs. I don't care if you backdoored, front doored, side doored, garage doored. It don't matter. You made the playoffs. Like, and I'm really damn sure tired of hearing about, oh, guys, I started looking at the NFL draft, and if maybe we can lose both our games and fall to the 4 spot in the division so we can have the easiest schedule next year and we can have a top 12 pick. Get out of here with that crap. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, we got to kill the music. I actually looked at a mock and I was like, gosh, this is either I'm not studied up yet or these guys are not good. This is not a good draft. Chops, you want to know what you tell those people that are looking at the draft or saying that Bula? You want to know?
Oh, you got to tell me, Okri. Tell me.
Shut up, boo. Shut up, boo.
I pity myself that I gotta be with these fools. It's time to quit jammering before I start hammering.
Thanks, Mr. T.
Mr. T, love it.
Chop, here's my thing. The thing you brought up about Green Bay's quarterback, like if they do not have their 1 or 2 quarterback, yes, now I'm intrigued that they could drop these games. I think Baltimore needs this game, so they're hopefully have Lamar and can do what they need to do. But then it's another week where I could see a Love or even their backup being able to get out there and might get a little dicey. But I don't care either if they get in and you on your Koolaid packing laid it out. But even me, I was like, you know what's better than 15-2 and getting bounced in the first round? Winning the last 3 or now the last 2, having Green Bay lose 2, having us sneak in, and then get a little bit healthier and then bounce a few squads and have a little fun in the playoffs and make some noise. Like, that would be even more exciting because everyone's off the hashtag Lions train. I mean, it could still be incredible if those things happen, if they get in, could flip this whole script. And we both said too, is it the end of the world if we miss out? There's been teams in the years that made the playoffs with like 8 wins. There's also teams in the last year or 2 that got left out with 11 plus. So it's like, it happens. People that are acting like windows closed, Brad Holmes doesn't know what he's doing, Dan Campbell can't coach, our team doesn't have enough talent. It's like the same people that were riding with us for Super Bowl throughout the whole year until here at the very end. So I don't want to hear it because you have bad injuries again, which I don't know why or what. That can't be bad luck because it happened to the Lions for about the last decade. They got to get something figured out there. But if we're healthy and we have another good draft, free agency, and like our GM and coach put the pedal down a little bit more, there's not a reason in the world this team isn't rolling for the next year, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, this is still a big-time window for a young, good, hungry football team. So don't tell me about a few losses or a bumbling season at the end and just want to blow it up or, we got to do this and that. All these drastic people. It's like, I just can't stand some of these swings. Like, yeah, we're yelling here on the mic because we're not happy and this was a tough loss for so many reasons. But nobody here, at least from my end, is saying you got to revamp the whole football team and these people are busts when this is their rookie year and we made all these mistakes. Like, last time I checked, we started out 4-1 mid-year. We were rolling and we just hit a bump spot here at the end. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, there's so much to. So I feel like we could. I mean, this pod could go like 4 hours right now because I've got so many things you're looking at here. Like the NFC South, someone's gonna win the NFC South with like 8 wins or 9 wins. Okay, like how? So you have to. You can't. You can't take any wins for granted, and you can't. I don't want to hear the we should keep losing so we can finish the season low. Like that's just crazy talk to me. And the other thing is, like, Because, I hate to break it to you, Oakley, and I don't know if the people even realize this because they've already given up on the team.
Right.
But do you realize that if we win the next 2 games and Green Bay loses the next 2 games, you know who our first round opponent's going to be? And where it's going to be at? It's going to be in Chicago against the Bears. So we would finish the season on Sunday Night Football against the Bears, or Sunday against the Bears, and then we would immediately turn around and go stay in Chicago and beat the Bears again. Okay? You're telling me that if we win these 2 games and we're able to get in and we get the 7 seed and we got to play the Bears again, 3 wins against the Bears, including a playoff dub, you're going to call that a failure? Getting to slap around Ben Genius 3 times in his inaugural season in Chicago? You're telling me that's not a good season? That's not worth it? Like, I don't want people giving up. Like, keep the faith. Let's take care of business against the Vikings, which we still haven't even gotten into yet, and let the chips fall. But the Packers aren't that good, and they don't know who their quarterback is. So they could damn well go 0-2 while we go 2-0, and we can play the Chicago Bears in the first round of the playoffs.
Chops, you know what I want for Christmas? I want a freaking win by the Lions, a loss by the Cheddarheads and the Mozzarella Sticks, so that at least we have that chance going into the final week of the year, because what you just laid out sounds so delicious. I just got to drink it in.
Drink it in, man.
We go to the final week. Cheddarheads fall again.
This episode is brought to you by... Oops. I've got a box of Cheez-It crackers staring at me, and I just wanted that irresistible cheesy crunch. Sorry, that was a total snacksident. What was I supposed to be talking about? So salty, so crunchy, so cheesy. Whoops. Lost my train of thought. I've heard of brain freeze, but brain cheese? I'll just have one more Cheez-It cracker, and then I'll get back to it.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew, too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do. Do your work with ease and speed. PDF Spaces is all you need. Do hours of research in an instant with key insights from an AI assistant. Pick a template with a click. Now your prezzo looks super slick. Close that deal? Yeah, you won. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Now you can do that with Acrobat. Now you can do that with the all-new Acrobat. It's time to do your best work with the all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio.
With new, gentler scented Clorox disinfecting wipes, clean finally smells as good as it feels. On everything from lamps to ceiling fans. Even on your kid's toy shark. Oh, ouch. Clorox disinfecting wipes. Now available in... Ooh, crisp lemon. Find it on Amazon. Clorox. Clean feels good.
Beat up on Benedict, and then we say, we'll see you next week, when we shake his hand or slap him in the face at the 50-yard line, and then go back into their house and drop another 50 burger on them. That would be almost just as good as winning a Super Bowl right now, in my opinion. I would be almost as excited about that scenario.
It'd be fantastic. And the other thing is, you know what the NFL is going to do. You damn well know that the NFL is going to line up those games, the Bears versus the Lions and the Vikings versus the Packers, at the same time, so you can sit there side by side and you can root for the Vikings on the last week, and you can root for your Lions, and you can watch us do it. And again, I always get ahead of myself. I'm always thinking way down the road. We should be able to. I know the Vikings they're hot right now. JJ McCarthy's out. And yes, they've won 3 in a row, but there's no reason why this can't be turn it around, get back on track, run the freaking ball down their throats. Let Jared Goff throw the ball 24 times and run it 40. Let's go.
Chops, the reason we don't have to preview the game is because JJ's out. We know all their defense does is send the house every play. They have no other playmakers other than Justin Jefferson, a couple of ho-hum people defenders. So to me, this is how should I phrase this? Easy dub for the Lions.
And don't forget, Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones are both questionable. They're both banged up, so they shouldn't even have a running game either. And who's their third string quarterback? Boz? Well, no, what's his name? I can't even find it.
Is this Rudy Poo?
I think you're looking for it doesn't matter what his name is because he ain't going to be able to get the ball to JJ.
Doesn't matter what your name is.
There it is. Thank you, Rock. Thank you.
Choppy, do you want to even throw out a score? Is this just an easy dub? Is this just get it done, pound them into the ground, run the football, reestablish who we are, that type of thing?
I mean, look, I'll set it up for you. It's Christmas Day. It's going to be snowy. It's in Minnesota. It's 4:30. It's on Netflix. You're not going to Netflix and chill. You're going to Lions and chill on Netflix on Christmas afternoon. This line is moving like crazy. It started out at, they were a 3-point favorite. Now it's up to like a 7.5-point favorite. The people, Vegas, everybody knows this is going to be a easy dub for the Lions. I'm calling it. I don't even have a score. We're going to win by 3 touchdowns. There you go. How about that? I won't even give you a score. I'm going to tell you Lions by 21.
Chop. Give me like a 35. I'll be nice and give the Vikings 14. Maybe JJ makes a play or two that's just out of this world, but a double-digit 2-touchdown type win for me as well. We need that Cheddarhead loss because the way you laid it out, you got me all excited. And I just want to let the fan base know there's not only still a chance, but the way Chicago 3 times are sneaking in, like I said, and doing some damage and getting our mojo back, that's going to be freaking incredible. And if it doesn't happen, the world's not over, people. Back your team. Drink a little of that Detroit Koolaid. Side of cornbread.
Cornbread.
Damn, make it a double.
Cornbread.
Let's go. Everybody, that's what we got. And we'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Take care, everybody. We're out.
Believe.
Pack the bag. Start the plane. This game is over. It is over. What a comeback by the Lions. Drink it in, man.
The high-octane phenomenon, Sisu Road to Revenge, comes home with a bang. It's an insane ride and an adrenaline-filled action epic. Critics are raving with an explosive 96% score and certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, saying it's the action spectacular of the year, with some of the craziest fight set pieces ever put to screen. Don't miss the ultimate adventure. Get it now on Prime Video, Apple TV, or Fandango at Home. Rated R.